Businessman remanded after alleged acid attack on mistress and friend. Big Smith News Watch reports. Karen Mervyn Daniels, a 32-year-old businessman from Utflug pasture, has been remanded to prison following an alleged acid attack that left 2 women injured on September 3rd. Daniels appeared virtually in court, facing 2 counts of throwing a corrosive fluid with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. The first charge involves 25-year-old cashier Jalisha Leach, who sustained severe burns, while the second charge relates to 20-year-old Nirmala Sukraj, who suffered minor injuries. Reports indicate that the attack occurred around 3:30 p.m. after the women left Dr. Balwant Singh's hospital to buy food. A white motorcar approached from behind, and a passenger threw a glass bottle containing a corrosive liquid at them before fleeing. Leach suffered burns to her face, stomach, and left hand, and doctors have stated she will require surgery and has been left visually impaired. Sukraj was treated and discharged the same evening. During the hearing, prosecutors objected to bail, citing CCTV footage that allegedly shows Daniels throwing the corrosive liquid. They emphasized the severity of the injuries and indicated that the attack stemmed from a tumultuous relationship. Defense attorneys Ronald Bostwick and Ronald Daniels argued that their client has no prior criminal record, is a father of 4, and poses no danger to the public. They suggested that bail conditions could include surrendering his passport and reasonable recognizance. The defense also claimed that the particulars of the offense were inconsistent and that Daniels had not been seen committing the act. They alleged that during custody, he was pressured by investigators to implicate himself under threats to his family. However, prosecutors maintained that the CCTV footage clearly showed Daniels driving the getaway car. The magistrate remanded him to prison until September 17th, when the court will reconvene to review the footage. According to police reports, Daniels admitted to having a relationship with Leach but sought to end it after she revealed the affair to his wife, leading to escalating tensions. He allegedly hired the prime suspect, already known to law enforcement, to carry out the attack. Businessman arrested with unlicensed firearm at Nandi Park. In a recent intelligence-led operation, police arrested 47-year-old businessman Freeman Fordyce after discovering an unlicensed firearm in his vehicle at Nandi Park. The operation took place around 7:50 a.m. today, involving officers from Regional Divisions 4A and 4B. Upon arriving at Lot 97, Nandi Park, police found Fordyce seated in the driver's seat of his parked car, PAH 6733. Officers requested to search the vehicle for arms, ammunition, and drugs. During the search, they uncovered a 9mm pistol along with a magazine containing 5 rounds of ammunition in the glove compartment. When questioned about his firearm license, Fordyce admitted he did not possess one. He was informed of the offenses, cautioned, and subsequently remained silent. Fordyce was arrested and taken to the Providence police station, where the firearm was dusted for fingerprints. He is currently in custody, assisting with the investigation.
This is Antonio from Antonio Tours to Brazil. On the 1st, we have a tour heading to Manaus. So the price is 180,000 Guyana dollars. That includes hotel accommodation for 6 nights in Brazil and tour guide to take you around into Manaus, different sites, and transportation. Lunch and dinner you guys will have to purchase, but we will provide breakfast for everyone. Food is very cheap in Brazil. This is the 3rd state that we are going into Manaus, into Brazil, and this is part of the Amazon. This is deeper into the Amazon, into Brazil. Beautiful sceneries, beautiful sights, very warm and hospitality that we get from the Brazilian people. I mean, I love to promote, Antonio Tours love to promote Brazil because Brazil have a lot to offer our Guyanese people. Take the chance, go, experience, enjoy yourself on Antonio Tours into Manaus. everyone, give us a call. 622-6220 on WhatsApp. Give us a call on WhatsApp. Alright? This is Antonio Tours. Take care, everybody.
President Ali addresses rising tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela. President Irfan Ali has acknowledged the escalating tensions between the United States and Venezuela, emphasizing their implications for Caribbean peace. He specifically noted the Venezuelan Minister of Defense's warning that Caracas would retaliate against any attacks launched from Guyana or Trinidad. "Our sovereignty is our business," President Ali stated firmly. In the past 2 weeks, U.S. military airstrikes on Venezuelan vessels suspected of drug trafficking resulted in the deaths of 14 individuals. When asked about these strikes, Ali reaffirmed Guyana's commitment to maintaining peace in the region while recognizing the threat posed by transnational crime. "While our priority is to ensure that this region remains a zone of peace, we are also conscious of the impact of drug trafficking and other illicit activities," he said. Guyana, along with Trinidad and Tobago, Ecuador, Paraguay, and Argentina, is part of a U.S.-led coalition aimed at combating drug cartels in the region. Ali acknowledged growing concerns about the legality of targeting suspected traffickers, but stressed the need to address criminals exploiting international waters. "We are concerned about criminals using international waters and our exclusive economic zone," he said, highlighting efforts to enhance air surveillance against narco-traffickers operating over Guyana. The president emphasized that Guyana must invest in securing its borders to preserve regional peace and safety. President Ali announced major investments planned to modernize GPL and power grid. President Dr. Irfan Ali has announced significant multimillion-dollar investments aimed at modernizing the operations of Guyana Power and Light, GPL, and developing a comprehensive smart grid to meet the country's increasing energy demands. In his first press conference of his second term, President Ali highlighted the necessity of smart grid transformation in light of Guyana's rapid economic growth and expanding industrial, commercial, and residential sectors. These investments require technical expertise and support. GPL has outlined major projects essential for building a modern, reliable electricity network, he stated. The planned upgrades include expansion of transmission and distribution networks with double-circuit lines and new primary distribution lines, costing over $400 million. Installation of new substations and smart distribution equipment valued at more than $300 million to enhance efficiency and reliability. Improvements to the underground cable between Vredenhoop and Kingston to prevent disruptions. Integration of the gas-to-energy project for cheaper, more reliable power. Development of advanced metering infrastructure and a national control center for real-time monitoring. Interconnection with Linden via the expanded Demerara-Burbus Interconnected System, DBIS, and construction of new distribution substations. Finalization of an investment plan for transmission networks along the Linden-Soesdijk Highway. Installation of smart meters and switches for accurate billing and reduced electricity losses. President Ali noted that GPL is finalizing arrangements to implement these projects, emphasizing their role in achieving a modern electricity infrastructure that supports Guyana's ambitious development goals. "We are talking about investments in the hundreds of millions of US dollars. These projects will bring Guyana closer to a reliable, resilient smart grid capable of powering the country's transformation," he explained. These initiatives are part of a broader national energy strategy, including the landmark gas-to-energy project at Wales, which aims to cut electricity costs by up to 50% and reduce reliance on imported fuel. President Ali reiterated that modernizing the power grid is crucial for attracting investment, expanding industries, and improving the quality of life for all Guyanese. Modernizing our electricity infrastructure is about competitiveness, resilience, and ensuring every Guyanese benefits from reliable power, he concluded. President Ali confirms launch of online passport application portal by end of 2025. President Dr. Irfan Ali announced that the long-awaited online passport application portal is nearing completion and is expected to launch before the end of 2025. This initiative marks a significant advancement in the government's digital transformation agenda. During a press conference at the Office of the President on Tuesday, Ali emphasized that the new platform will enable Guyanese to apply for passports remotely, greatly reducing the need for in-person visits and minimizing wait times. This is part of our broader commitment to modernizing government services and making them more accessible to all citizens, he stated. The Ministry of Home Affairs initially revealed plans for the online system in February 2025, highlighting its potential to streamline processes currently managed manually at passport offices nationwide. The ministry noted that the online platform will improve efficiency and reduce queues for applicants. The passport portal is part of a larger digitization effort under President Ali's administration, which aims to provide online access to various government services, including police clearances and birth and death certificates. Coordinated by the Chief Technology Officer and supported by the National Data Management Authority, NDMA, the initiative seeks to achieve full digitization of key services by the second quarter of 2026. Officials assure that the online passport system will be secure, user-friendly, and accessible, forming a cornerstone of Guyana's modernization efforts aimed at enhancing transparency and convenience for citizens. Digital government is about making life easier for people while improving accountability. This passport portal is just one example of how we are delivering on that promise, President Ali added. With this launch, Guyana is poised to strengthen its position as a regional leader in government efficiency and citizen-focused technology.
Build smarter with Blueprint Trio Solutions. Looking to design your dream home or streamline your building approvals? We've got you covered. Our services: drawing of house plans, stylish, functional, and approval-ready plans tailored to your needs and budget. CH&PA single-window uploads, fast, accurate, and compliant submissions to avoid costly delays. Consultations, expert guidance on zoning, regulations, and feasibility, helping you build with confidence. Expert plans, seamless submissions, trusted service. Contact us today at +592 678 6887 or email at blueprinttriosolutions@gmail.com. Let's turn your vision into reality. Start your project the smart way with Blueprint Trio Solutions.
President Ali's press conference sparks controversy over media access. HGP Nightly News reports, the office of the president has come under scrutiny for allegedly controlling media access to events featuring President Irfan Ali. During his first press conference since re-election, several accredited media houses were notably absent from the guest list. Among those not invited were prominent outlets such as Stabroek News, HGP Nightly News, Prime News, Capital News, News in Depth, and Big Smith News Watch. The Department of Public Information, DPI, did not extend official invitations via email or through the DPI Press Corp Group. Anand Persad, editor-in-chief of Stabroek News, expressed frustration on Facebook, stating, President Ali wants to be treated with respect, but his own office has shown great disrespect today by not inviting accredited media houses to his press conference. Compounding the controversy, a journalist present at the event reported being informed that only 6 questions would be permitted, prompting their early departure from the press conference. This incident follows a recent statement from Reporters Without Borders, which urged President Ali's administration to take tangible steps to enhance press freedom in Guyana. The country currently ranks 73rd in the 2025 World Press Freedom Index, highlighting ongoing concerns about media access and journalistic independence. As the situation unfolds, the implications for press freedom in Guyana remain a topic of significant public interest. Police arrest minibus passenger with 25.6 pounds of narcotics. A routine police operation led to the arrest of Clive Thornhill, a 48-year-old fisherman from Lethem, after authorities discovered 25.6 pounds of narcotics in his possession aboard minibus #BVV887. The minibus was en route from Georgetown to Lethem when it was stopped for a search at approximately 9:30 HRS. During the search, Thornhill admitted ownership of the narcotics, leading to his arrest for possession of narcotics for trafficking. When cautioned about the charges, he pleaded, "Sir, give ya boy a chance, is a lil hustle." The minibus, driven by 44-year-old Jacob Lowe from Kiskadee Drive, South Ruimveldt, also carried 2 Brazilian nationals as passengers. Police conducted thorough searches of the driver and the Brazilian passengers, finding nothing illegal on their persons or belongings. However, upon searching Thornhill, officers discovered a black side bag containing $703,180 in Guyanese currency, 1,798 reais, Brazilian currency, 3,260 Cuban dollars, and $1,137 in US dollars. Further searches of a white cardboard box and a 10-gallon bucket identified as Thornhill's property revealed 12 transparent parcels containing leaves, seeds, and stems suspected to be cannabis. Additionally, 2 small plastic bags containing 40 suspected ecstasy pills were found. A red 5-gallon bucket belonging to Thornhill was also searched, uncovering 5 more parcels of cannabis. Thornhill was informed of the allegations and reiterated his plea for leniency, stating, "Sir, give your boy a chance. Is a lil hustle. Take the money." He was arrested and taken to Lethem police station, where the narcotics were weighed in his presence, confirming a total weight of 25.6 pounds. Thornhill remains in custody as investigations continue. Truck driver charged with multiple traffic offenses. Stephen Sumner, a 39-year-old truck driver from Lot 12 to 13 Farm, Mahayaconi, East Coast Demerara, has been charged with multiple traffic-related offenses stemming from an incident that occurred on September 7, 2025. The charges against Sumner include failing to stop, contrary to Section 62(1) of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:02, failing to report an accident, contrary to Section 62(2) of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:02, failing to render assistance to an injured person, contrary to Section 62(c) of the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 51:02. These offenses were committed against Detective Corporal Orrin McDonald at Helena Public Road, Mahaica. Sumner was arrested on the same day by Corporal Lewis and subsequently charged by Detective Corporal John of the Mahaica Police Station. He appeared at the Mahaica Magistrates Court before Magistrate Alan Wilson, where the charges were presented. Sumner pleaded not guilty to all 3 charges and was granted bail set at $5,000 for each charge, totaling $15,000. The case has been adjourned to September 30, 2025, for further report. Excavator operator charged with murder of gold miner. Dexter Agrian, a 41-year-old excavator operator from Tushin Housing Scheme, East Bank, Essequibo, was arrested on September 11, 2025, and charged with murder in connection with the death of 38-year-old gold miner Mark Ben, known as Tattoo. Agrian appeared before His Worship Tariq Muhammad at the Bartica Magistrates Court on Tuesday, where the murder charge was read to him. He was not required to plead and was remanded to prison until October 30, 2025, for the continuation of the case. The alleged murder occurred at Big Mara Mara Back Dam, Middle Mazaruni River, on the same day. Security guard charged for discharging loaded firearm. Devin Boucher, a 25-year-old security guard from Mahaica, East Coast Demerara, was arrested on September 12, 2025, and charged today with discharging a loaded firearm with intent. The charge is in relation to an incident involving Andrew Smith, known as Katz, which occurred on September 8, 2025, at Handenvelt, Mahaica. Boucher was apprehended by a detective sergeant from the Cove and John Police Station. He appeared before His Worship Alan Wilson at the Mahaiaconi Magistrate Court, where the charge was read to him. Boucher pleaded not guilty and was granted bail in the amount of $175,000. The case has been adjourned to October 31, 2025, for further proceedings. Rupununi farmer charged with break and enter and larceny. Elvis Arthur, a 23-year-old Amerindian farmer from Achab, South Rupununi, was charged today with break and enter and larceny following an incident at the Achab Nursery School. The offense took place between December 13, 2024, and September 11, 2025. Arthur was arrested on September 11 and appeared before His Worship Omidat Chandan at the Lethem Magistrates Court. The charge, laid under Section 229A of the Criminal Law Offences Act, was read to him, and he entered a guilty plea. The court sentenced Arthur to 18 months of imprisonment for his actions.